Methods of science. When scientists have a question to answer, they conduct scientific investigations and use scientific inquiry. Scientific inquiry is a process that uses a set of skills to answer questions or to test ideas about the natural world. There are many kinds of scientific investigations and ways to conduct them. A series of steps called the scientific method are used in each investigation. When we talk about a law in science, a scientific law is a rule that describes a pattern in nature. A scientific law only states that an event will occur under certain circumstances. So for example, Newton's law of gravitational force implies that if you drop an object, it will fall towards Earth. A scientific law is different from a scientific theory, which is an explanation of observations or events that is based on many observations and investigations. So in general, laws describe what happened and theories explain why things happen. So for example, using this universal law of gravity, scientists have formed the black hole theory, which explains that black holes are points in space that are so dense that they create these deep gravity sinks. And these deep gravity sinks, when you get beyond a specific region, are so strong, not even light can escape this powerful tug. So anything that gets too close to a black hole, whether it be a star, a planet, or even a spacecraft, will be stretched and compressed like Play-Doh in a theoretical process known as spaghettification. A scientific theory generally is accepted as true until it is disproved. When scientists test their theories for validity, they form a hypothesis. An hypothesis is a possible explanation for an observation that can be tested by scientific investigations. When scientists collect data, they often use it to make predictions to help test their hypothesis. A prediction is a statement of what will happen next in a sequence of events. So for example, a hypothesis could be, if rainfall increases, then the force of the river water will increase. From that, scientists can predict if the force of the river water increases, there will be more erosion. A standard is an exact quantity that people agree to use to compare measurements. In 1960, an international system of units, abbreviated SI, became a standard of measurement that was universally accepted and understood by scientists throughout the world. The International System of Units has a base set of units, which is the most common unit used for a given measurement. So for length, the base unit is a meter. For mass, the base unit is gram, and so on. Throughout this course, as you engage in scientific inquiry, you will need specific tools to help you collect data. Common tools that are used when studying earth science include binoculars that enable people to view faraway objects. They may be used to view distant landforms, animals, or even incoming weather. Compasses are instruments that show magnetic north, and you will use a compass to navigate and determine the direction of landforms or other natural objects. A wind vane is a device that rotates to show the direction of the wind, and an anemometer, or a wind speed gauge, is used to measure the speed and the force of wind. When scientists are trying to identify minerals, they use a streak plate, or a piece of hard, unglazed porcelain. A scientist might scrape a mineral across this plate, and depending on the color of the mark, they will see the streak and be able to identify the mineral.